So, in this world of quantum entanglement, where we are trying to find E equals mc squared, and we know that E and M are pretty much interchangeable, and then we find a politician whose name is Christy No EM. So it's here's wordplay. No EM. You know, so here we go. There's already, if there's no EM, then here's the light, and then the light is just all.
Says leave your TikTok at home. But Apple tells the CCP your repression is fine with me. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem signed an executive order that bans government employees from having TikTok on any state device, adding, quote, the Chinese Communist Party uses information it gathers on TikTok to manipulate.
Yeah, so she's looking out for her politicians. Yeah, they already have all the information they need to see what you've been looking at. The politicians today are screwed. Repent now before we have to make you repent. Don't try to cover up your tracks and help each other. But say, we want to see the warrant unredacted. Like, it's just, really? Like, who do you care about? Funny how a joke comes together.
The American people, you know, which is much easier than having sex with Eric Swalwell and less risky than hiring Hunter Biden. She didn't say that, I did. Just to be clear. This is in stark opposition to Biden's policy, which has repeatedly tapped TikTok stars for campaign videos to manipulate the American people into thinking he's doing a good job, which makes sense. It's the best place to reach people dumb enough to vote for him. Meanwhile, Apple reportedly restricted the use of AirDrop in China earlier this month. AirDrop allows phones to connect to each other without the internet, which helps bypass censorship while sharing info about lockdown protests or get a traffic update on tanks coming through Tiananmen Square. Previously, users could receive AirDrops from anyone for an unlimited time, but a new update limits this to just 10 minutes for phones bought in mainland China. Like Taylor Swift writing all those breakup songs after I dumped her. It's hard to believe this is a coincidence. And it's a huge issue. I mean, why would Apple want to hurt the Chinese freedom protesters? It's not like they're Canadian truckers. And they're the same adults that buy their products, unlike the children who work in their factories. Cats. Do you use TikTok?
I wish.
Really? You're too old?
No. Like, and yet I keep coming back.
Yes.
No, because I would actually be really good at it.
Yeah.
I just like make little funny videos and get a bunch of attention, which is my favorite thing, attention.
Right.
So I would love to do it, but then I'm worried about like the whole like Chinese and the data or whatever. So it's interesting like that
I'm pretty sure Kat is quite aware that if she was the TikTok personality that she could be, and on this show, she would constantly be at the chopping block of the Lord of Hosts, Greg, and all of the guests that she's bravely set upon. So, Kat, you are my favorite cat amongst all the cats I've been referring to.
you draw a line somewhere
Right.
for what I'll do for attention, and apparently that's it.
Well, see,
At
I
least
think
for now.
I think that when you're talking about attention, Tom, that's how China figured us out. We are addicted to attention. And so TikTok is now kind of like
my favorite drug.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
People love it. TikTok kind of packages it for everybody, and it's an effective brainwashing tool because then you have people with crazy attitudes getting on there and just spreading it out there and getting into your house. It's a brainwash.
Now, when we say brainwashing, can we maybe also think like, let's just clean out our brain? Can we also try to look at it like that context?
tool that has entered your home.
They attacked us at our weak point, Greg.
Yes.
Because we love these things and the kids do. I got to give it to Kristi Noem for doing this. I think it's great. I think they should just ban it for everybody. Never mind on state devices. That's not going to do much. But she could actually, I mean, if there's any politician who could actually do well on TikTok, it's probably Kristi Noem. She could do the dances with the 10-gallon hat and everything like that. But
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
so she's given up a lot. She's given up a potential TikTok career here. But I think, yeah, TikTok's ridiculous. We should shame anyone who does it, especially adults. I'm sick of these parents dancing with their kids. Hey, let's do a TikTok video. It's like, shut up.
Let's not shame the adults who are doing it. Let's shame the adults for what they are doing when they're doing it. So if it's something that's shameful, then we should shame them for it as adults. Just be like, what kind of adult talks like Andrew Tate in today's society?
Yes.
Sit down, you idiot. Let your kids do it, but not you.
I like it when you get mad and you still don't swear. It's like you just go, shut up.
Yeah. Well, Greg, why don't you bleep my shut up and everyone think I swear it at home? Watch this.
We are definitely going to bleep that. All right, John, you're the expert on China.
And again, if somebody was just like, he said the N-word, and then you play it through, and it's just like, you did. This is how light gets fragmented. Papa John's case, sadly, I heard he lost that title, but I believe he was on the right side.
Now, you've written 2 books. Your new book, which is fiction, by the way, but it's on China. And when you're looking at what's happening now, everybody gets...
Now, this is the problem. This author.
It's hopeful. And then it looks really scary because all these guys in hazmat suits with plexiglass. Where is this going, you think?
Well, first of all, gosh darn it, Tom. Look, China, we have to become grown-ups about China. China's not our friend.
Yeah.
TikTok is owned by a Chinese company.
That's strike one.
China is owned by the Communist Party of China. So therefore, anything that you
Those are 2 balls, I guess. I don't know. None of those were right.
put on TikTok is going straight to Xi Jinping, not that he cares about you, and it's being kept. China keeps meticulous records of the movements, of the statements, of the social media postings, and even now of eye movements of its citizens. And then it decides whether they're loyal to the party or not, or whether they need a good smacking.
Yeah.
Governor Noem has done exactly the right thing. She started with state accounts, and I think she's to be credited for it. We'll call it the new nomenclature.
Yeah. Ah, nice.
Okay, so there's some wordplay. Again, no if that's a follower, here's a clear sign of also no EM. And then when we look at the light is just 2 darks forming together, squared to look as a positive light. Yes.
Little wordplay, Jamie.
Yeah, well, I was going to tell a cute story about a song I did with my son on TikTok.
It sucks. When was the last time you saw your son?
That made me feel stupid. I missed that. So TikTok, they say, I heard it's called TikTok because it's the clock counting down to when the Chinese will have all your information. They said, I go, well, but doesn't everybody get our information? Like, aren't they getting it from other places? And someone said to me, if they get all your information, like, they can get they can take out like home loans or, whatever, borrow money
And this is a good observation. As a comedian, this is like a pretty just innocent observation. Like, why would anybody try to steal my identity to do these things? Do they know what my credit
like steal your identity? And I was like, oh my God, good luck, because I haven't been able to do it.
That would
Just
suck
like
if somebody
with
stole
my
your
own
identity and
identity.
got a home loan.
Yeah, because
And so what if China is coming back and just being like, hey, we realize that your identity is, we want to help you be able to reach some goals that you need to attain. What if China is perhaps trying to help us like that, so that we can help them stop having to, create a need to put their children into these sweatshops? Like,
Yeah, none of that stuff's gonna work. They're gonna give my identity back. Apple, I'm getting irritated at Apple.
or they'll give you a quantum analysis of it and just be like, well, here you go. This is what you need to work on. This is what us quantum computers would be doing for this type of situation.
With all the, just like the, Twitter stuff, and they're always trying to get you to. I try to fight the update. I just updated to iOS 16 last night. I updated, and on my screensaver it just says Elon Musk. What I said was for people.
Now this is where Kat comes in, like a cat, and makes a keen observation on the reality.
Didn't see it. I said, shut up.
I don't know, man. The apps might be gone because phones are so fast now. You might not need apps anymore.
Your phone has a screensaver?
Here we go.
That's it.
I'm too old to know the words.
So this is just how we just innocently check ourselves. It's just like, is that really real?
Like just me and some older men hanging out.
Wait it.
That's what I do when people say, what do you do for a living? And that's pretty
Well,
much
that's
it.
kind of ageist.
It's true.
All right.
Hey, Sean
Only
Hannity
to you,
here.
Greg.
Hey, click here to subscribe.
Ageist. Yes, Greg, you're old. You're young compared to the people we see in the sky with your age, but you're old. Kat, would you agree?